Oh yeah, it's winner go home time for high school baseball. The 8-seeded Ben Lava Bears are used to this stage, but based on how things have gone the last 2 years, they're out for redemption. Tomorrow, the Lava Bears will host 9-seeded Wilsonville, who boasts a similar 18-9 record. The state tournament hasn't been too kind to the Bend, as they lost a heartbreaker in the championship game 2 years ago and lost in the first round last year as the #1 overall seed. But this year, they say they don't care about seeds or any of the rankings because they know anyone can be beat.
Ultimately everyone's equal at this point. There's no difference between a #1 seed and number 16. If you win, you stay. If you lose, you go home. And I think guys who had that experience last year, it's motivated them to work harder in practice to put themselves in a better position to succeed.
I don't even know what seed we were, to be honest. I mean, it's just playoffs, and everybody's got an 0-0 record now. Who cares what the seeding is?
So here's how tomorrow's state baseball schedule looks. In 5A, Bend will host Wilsonville. IMC champions, the Summit Storm, earned the 4th seed and will take on 13-seeded Crater. This is the first time the Storm have made the tournament since 2012 when they lost in the championship game. Both those games start at 4:30 in the 4A action. Is this the year for the 2-seeded Sisters Outlaws? 2 years ago, they lost in the semis. Last year, they lost in the championship game. Their quest to capture the state title starts tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. against 15-seeded Malala. On the softball side of things, in 5A, the 5th-seeded Ridgeview Ravens will host 12-seeded Sandy. First pitch at 4:30. Last year, the Ravens made it all the way to the semis in the 4A tournament before bowing out. In this year's 4A tournament, the 11-seeded Crook County Cowboys will travel to 6-seeded Henley. That game gets underway at 2:30.